Hey guys, welcome back. So it's been a little bit since my last video. I've been spending some time catching up on travel and spending time with some of my other hobbies like RC car racing. I've been doing a lot of races up in Cocoa at Beachline Raceway. But I need to get back to the bikes because I've got both the CT190 and also the restoration bike that I really haven't started on. I have been doing some of the engine work on that rebuild, but the CT190 hasn't seen much progress for probably almost a couple of months now. But to get me motivated, 2 large boxes showed up at the house, both from my buddies at T-Bolt USA. So I thought I would do an unboxing and see what I have here. These actually should be most of the components to finish up the build, at least to get it to be a roller. There's going to be a lot of small parts that I need to finish it up, but these should be some of the main things that's really going to complete this bike. So excited to get these opened up, take a look at what's inside, and then start getting them installed onto the bike. Alright, so starting with box 2 of 2 for no particular reason other than it's the one that's in front of me. Let's see what we have. Alright, this is the front hub and rotor for the front suspension and fork setup. I believe this may all be part of all the key parts of the suspension kit. Everything's very well packaged and protected. This is the caliper and brake pads. It's got a nice little plastic spacer in there to protect the pads. The speedometer cable and the hydraulic brake lever. Some miscellaneous bolts. This looks like the mechanism that goes on to the hub to connect to the speedometer. Again, lots of good packaging. Alright, and here's the front forks. Really good looking machining. I like the black color of the arms. I think this is going to look really good on the bike. It also comes with the axle and the correct spacers. I'll put a link in the description to all of these parts on T-Bolt USA for you to pick up a set if you're looking for one. It also comes with new bearing sets. Alright, so box 2. Lots of good stuff. Sticker set. So this box, it looks like a hat box, are going to be my new rims. I'm going to be using 12-inch rims instead of the stock 10-inch ones that usually come on the CT bikes. Alright, so these are more like regular motorcycle or car rims that are solid piece. They're not the 2 halves that go together. So it doesn't need an inner tube anymore. You can run an inner tube if you'd like to, but you can also just mount a tire like you would on a regular motorcycle. So I'm gonna have to take these to the shop to get mounted. I've got the Power Pure Michelin tires that I had on my 2019 Monkey at one point that I'll be mounting to these. These are the tires that I only put, I don't know, maybe 100 miles on the Monkey, so they should be just perfect for this application. The tires though are also going to be a lot wider than the standard tires, so I think I'm gonna have to do some special spacing with the hub to have the chain out far enough that it's not rubbing on the tire. I've yet to figure all of that out. I figured I'd get the wheels put together and on the bike first, and then I can start taking some measurements to figure out what type of spacing I need to either make or buy to have it all fit and work together. But really cool piece, and I think the 12-inch wheels are going to set this bike apart as well. This says that it's the CNC headlight bracket for the inverted fork kit. So just a couple of machine pieces of aluminum to hold the headlight bracket out in front. This is the OEM type clamp. This is the OEM type clamp and nut set. I'm going to be running the stock bars. I didn't realize they sent this too, but it'll help keep the retro look of the bike. This may be the bars. Oh, this is actually the rear swing arm. So here's the aluminum swing arm. It also comes with the extended brake arm, the long nut that goes through and supports it against the frame, as well as the rear bolt that supports the hub and the wheel. I won't pull it all apart, but I'll peel part of this back so that you can see a lot of nice machined aluminum. I think there's going to be, this bike's going to have a lot of that machined aluminum look. I think against the purple it'll look pretty good. Here are the handlebars, just the stock style handlebars that I have on most of my other CT70 bikes. And I believe the last package here are the shocks, the RFY. I believe these are 320 millimeter shocks. I'm thinking I might lower the bike, so I may go with slightly lower shocks, but definitely going to try these out. And they look pretty good. All right, still trying to get back into the swing of things. I got my second COVID vaccine yesterday, and that really knocked me out. So I haven't taken the wheels to get the tires mounted yet, but I thought I would work on the front fork. So the front fork, I do need to take out the factory races. So I just have a tire iron here that I'm going to use to pop out the bottom and top races, and then I'll get that front fork mounted up. All right, so here are the two factory races. Again, pretty easy to tap out, but I need to pull these out before I put the new races in. I've tried on another headset before using the bearings in the old races, and it kind of binds up. So make sure if you're buying a kit like this T-bolt one that you replace these races with the ones that come in the kit. All right, so I've got the front forks on. I didn't do it in too much detail. I spent a lot of time with the ball bearings. Instead of using that ball bearing holder that comes with the kit, this little thing that uses, I think, half as many bearings, I went ahead and just used all, I think it was 21 bearings. I just went to Ace, they have the right size, so that I had full ball bearings both on top and bottom against the races instead of this thing. I'm sure this actually I don't exactly know what this does, but I just felt better putting in all ball bearings. But it did take more time, even with the grease, to hold them in place, to get them perfect, but things are now good to go. I did run into another problem though, and I couldn't figure out why I couldn't get everything to be flush. And the reason was because the steering stop that I welded on was just slightly too long, and it was scraping the bottom of the this billet aluminum piece right here. So I had to file it down just a little bit to have the correct clearance, but once I did, everything works just fine. All right, so here it is all mocked up. Again, nothing's really tightened down yet. Just wanted to start to get to see what all the pieces look like when I put them together. The wheels here, of course, just floating, and they look strange without the tires. But I'll get those mounted soon and start to get all of this put together. I know I haven't made a video now in about 2 months, but again, thank you very much to T-bolt USA for providing all of these parts, because this really has me motivated now to finish up this bike and also get to some of the other projects in my garage that I haven't worked on in a while. So excited about the way that this looks, and hopefully it'll be pretty soon that I'll get all of it together and get this bike running. So this channel is also pretty much focused on my motorcycle builds. I'm sure you've seen in the background of some of my videos some of the cooler cars that I have in my garage. Some of the cars that I'm interested in though are ones that are already pretty played out on YouTube channels. The GTR, for instance, I've seen thousands of fantastic videos of builds much wilder than mine would ever be. But I did just buy the 2021 Toyota Supra GR. I'm really excited about it. It's a fantastic car, and I've got some really cool plans for it. So let me know in the comments below if there's any interest in seeing the build that I do on that car. I know most of my subscribers are probably most interested in the motorcycles, but interested if there may be a crossover and an opportunity for me to start doing videos on the car. But again, thank you very much, T-bolt, for providing the parts that I installed today. I'll link in the description below to all of them, including the ones that I haven't installed yet, like the light bracket and a few others that I'll detail in future videos. So thanks everybody for watching. Stay tuned for more videos and keep on building.